Would you guys take that guard from Penn State at 15?
Yes, is my hot take. Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. I mentioned this. I wrote 5 prospects the Bucks should consider in the first round, and
Mm-hmm.
Vega Ioane was definitely one of them. That guard room, you've got Graham Barton, who granted didn't have a lot of help on either side of him with backup guards on either side and center, and then Ben Bredesen was in and out of the lineup all year with injuries. So with that being in mind, big fan of Ione. I hope I'm saying that right. And what he, the strength he plays with, especially in the run game, he's a mauler in the run game. You win Super Bowls in the weight room, in the interior, on the offensive line and the defensive line. And would it be the best pick? No, I think defense should be the focus, edge rusher, linebacker, but would not be upset about that at all because getting guys like that can really help bolster your future for years to come. And you can never have enough good offensive linemen. So I mentioned if there was one offensive player the Bucks would pick, that was not a defensive player. I would like Ione. He might go a little bit higher than 15.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Obviously, there was issues on the interior of that offensive line. Once you lost Malk, it was like, oh boy, here we go. And then Ben Bredesen in and out of the lineup. You saw, Gadecki with his struggles on the right side last year as well. I mean, look at that guy, just huge.
That's Drew Aller.
Not Drew Aller.
You want Drew Aller? All right, you want Drew Aller. Got it.
I mean, look at that guy. That's a big man in the interior of your offensive line, which would be fantastic. But again,
that's Tristan Wirfs size legs right there. I like it. We got tree trunks.
If he can jump out of a pool, we'll talk. Cool.
We're ready to go. Sign me up. Jason Lights on board.
There's some agility questions with him, but as far as pure power and blocking go in that upper body and playing the run game, especially in a gap scheme the Buccaneers do use, would be very powerful.
I was gonna say, like, as even with those concerns of his, versatility, athleticism, whatever it may be from that position, you can always kind of hide that by pulling your center. Right. So like you can kind of get away with that a little bit depending on which direction you're running. So I wouldn't be too worried about it. And I'm sure he's serviceable enough to be able to get out there if you're talking about, being able to move in a run game when you're being able to pull.
Should be offense or defense, should be defense. If it is offense, wouldn't mind that one.
You know who it's gonna be, right? It's gonna end up being Denzel Boston.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
just because it's just
just make
sure we need an X boundary.
Do it
Mike
again.
Evans is gone, so we got to get a new X boundary.
That'd be a tough first round pick. That would be tough. But
we're gonna move back to be able to get him.
There you go.
There you go. That's successful right there. Todd Bowles did say he wants some cornerbacks, man. He wants some cornerbacks, and I think this is going to.
I wouldn't mind cornerback either.
Big seasons ahead. Zion McCollum did not have a pretty year, ladies and gentlemen, last year.
I am perhaps more worried about cornerback than other people. I think that could be a huge tipping point.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Masters Week, and it's a great time to get involved on Prize Picks. As you can see on the screen next to me, I've gone ahead and made my pick. You can now use team picks on Prize Picks. You can actually go in and pick a winner of the Masters, or you can go into the NBA as you're seeing on the screen right now. You can pick a winner of that game. You can do the total points as well. But specifically for this, we are going into the Masters and picking a winner, and I've got Bryson DeChambeau to win this one. I do feel good about it, although there's a lot of good competition coming into it, and you never know what is going to happen in the Masters as well. But that's going to be my pick for the Masters. Prize Picks is the America's #1 sports picks app. The app is really easy to use. Also, it is available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. If you guys do want to get involved, new user offer, you play $5, you get $50 back in lineups. To download the app, use code HMA. That's right down here below me. And that link is in the description below. Good luck with all your picks on Prize Picks. Yeah, depth is a major
Tampa
issue.
Bay, major issue. So they got to figure that one out. So if it takes a man sort of lane for that, then so be it. But we'll see what happens.
Move up. You have to move up for him. Like, there's no way that he's gonna fall to you at 15. But
that's true.
I'm not real. As much as I probably should be paying attention to the cornerback class, I haven't because it is such a big need for the Bucs. But I don't really know a lot of the guys that are out there other than Mansour.
The answer's a big one.
I mean,
The
I'm
answer's a big
trying
one.
to look at some of the guys. Obviously, we saw what happened with the guy from Clemson and his struggles that he's having with his hamstring, and
He
stuff.
just pulled it. It's not
But,
bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really know, but maybe that's something we could dig into and talk on.
Oh, there will be lots of draft content coming up from us, guys. So get ready.
Oh, yeah.